Longa toro tombe. Ah, no say. E wa round ko to. Wa mezi le men. Wa dua boabo. Loué.
Bro Sunday on the beat.
Me ya music ne boy. Song biwa. Me ya round ko to. Song biwa. Mama ti ya music to. Song biwa. So ya goma, song biwa. Sebele to mama. Me le me. Nada ya komple boy. Ya goma no ble ya. Song biwa. Yes ya de yellow de yes ya de. Kwa gara ipwe. Longa, so mananza longa. Me ya player, bega more player, more king player. So we wa. Kwa ye. Done kwa ye. Oh. See ye. So well, woman. Jingle well, woman. Jingle grandma well, woman. Ah, DJ Bashege, I'm see you right there. So some we repeat. One more, my money. One more, my yeah. That boy, who top payment, yeah. Go see what man going. Nobody ya me we boy. Yasu kwa brother. Mama easy bomenta. Mama mo load you. Musa kana log you. Papane atone tambwane. So tuma wawo. Luo apwa. Na ya gozi doe. So piwa. Song biwa. Naya me black one. Kakutan pasa akmane abwa. Kaya woman. Emenu la baba. Oh, waka. Siam. Maye kume kabla. Maye tropa kabla. Sozo maye gadia kabla.
Let me welcome all of you guys to the Manilson Raka Talk Show here tonight.
Yes,
I'm coming to you live from the Twin City of Minnesota. Join us tonight so we can have a comprehensive discussion here. Is Madam Finda Bundoo was treated fairly by the CDC. Make sure you keep your comment coming through so we can be able to recognize all of you guys that are watching us.
Never did a woman made a best so we will. Yeah, Rango Dore. It says yes, you are my god name. But you are plano.
I'm from the brother Charman Prince. Good evening.
Can we wait for it? Baba, where a woman? Can a quiet bang bang? Getting by a piano. So we want. Go to fair ball. Don't wait by you want. Yeah,
we don't have any copyright to this music that we are playing here tonight. Mama Campbellity, good evening, good afternoon, whatever you find yourself, Mama. Clara, how good evening, my friend and brother.
Can you click here? One pound, double soccer, yenda, freaking water, stand a jaw. Baba low one layer, Baba well low one layer, Papa Gabriel low one layer, my book, I know why I swear. What the way I don't travel, what the way I don't fire, Papa, I don't travel, what I got, I got, what the way I don't fire, no sense on that, what the way I don't travel, what are you going to
Let me recognize three individuals here tonight. I'm my friend and brother Tupac Collie. Good evening. Let me recognize my friend and brother Matthew B. Numa. Good evening.
They go with that, but I know you can pick up a car. Yeah, one of years I did one. I put a one by put that. Don't I make a yam so down? Aga, Suyare. No, why am I? See, they were well,
recognize my friend and brother Emmanuel Smith. Good evening. Let me recognize Black Duke. Good evening.
It's Mina Cattle Record.
And let me say that we don't have any copyright to these music that are playing here tonight. And let me recognize my friend and brother Abba Sheikh. Good evening. We are discussing national politics here tonight. The issue that have to do with Finda Bundoo. And the issue that have to do with Malwake Molu. And other national issues that what we are discussing here tonight. Was Madam Finda Bundoo treated fairly by the citizens? We are here to discuss all of those issues. We are there to discuss all of these issues here tonight. What has Finda Bundoo done to the CDC? Is she in or she is out? Down to the former chairperson of the Mate Congress for Democratic Change, Nathaniel Folomage, he was not spotted at Finda Bundoo's dad's funeral service. One Bibra Jangako, the current chairpersons. As I salute you, yeah. Is Madam Finda Bundoo out or she is in? And let us look at what happened yesterday. Or can I say day yesterday? On the 17th to be precise. When Mobake Molu, during his failed protest, disarmed an undercover police officer. Has it gone against the constitutions of the Republic? We are here to discuss all of these issues here tonight. Let me pause it right there. My friend and brothers, good evening. Let me start with you. You need to flip your camera down a little bit.
Yeah. You think it's better now?
Yes, it is better now.
Okay.
I was referring to my friend and brother Zizi. Zizi, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, my man. Been a long time.
Yeah, been a long.
Everything is good.
Yeah, but what else on your mind?
Ah, a lot of political things happening in our country, and you just highlighted a few of them. So right now, the Flower March of Liberia is on my mind, and we pray that it continue to progress, and that the president will put gas on the fire and continue to accelerate. Doing what the Liberian people really want him to do, and that's what he's doing. So I feel good about Liberia, and I feel good about what's going on in Liberia. So we'll talk about the protest, Finda Bundoo, and other people then, but everything is good. Good to be back.
Thank you. Let me bring you back here. My friend and brother, Japa, how you doing? The camera is done.
Man.
Japa, your camera is done. You need to bring it back.
Yeah. Is it better?
Yes, it's better right now.
Yes, sir. I'm doing okay, AB. I'm doing okay. I appreciate it for asking. Thank God.
Yeah, but you need to tell what is on your mind.
Well, AB, pretty much my brother said a lot of it all. Liberia is all on our mind. Even though people that in Liberia they treat all the hot dog and ketchup, but Liberia is always on our mind. One of the things that I really thought about discussing on the show today was this comments and Joia or ticket that people are alluding to around here. I had a very strong opinion on it. That was on my mind too.
Okay. All right. Okay. That is nice to know. I mean, let's get into it. Let me play you guys the first clip. Let's get into it. the seditions. That's why the CDC chairperson was there. But this lady was vetting her anger, stating, stating that the seditions, some of them wanted her to go to jail. But she is thankful to Papa JMB. She is thankful to Thomas Fala, Tifa. Let me give it to you, my friend and brother Zizi. What do you have to say about Finda Bundoo case?
Well, maybe of Finda Bundoo case, I got two different perspectives on what she's saying over there. You know, they say care your own baby. You know, that is starting so. So one side of her speech is her disappointment in the CDC because from time in numbers when we see that citizens who are in trouble, especially to the court, you see the hierarchy of the CDC behind the person going to court and stuff. But the only people I saw behind Finda Bundoo was the prayer people, the prayer ladies are behind her. So it's like she has more to say, and the citizens wanted her to just be taken away that she won't open her mouth. And so, whether her sincere thank or her thanks to JMB and Thomas Fowler were sincere from her heart, I don't know if I can say that. But I just hope and pray that she was not doing it for public sentiment because of the situation that she's in. But I just I'm sympathizing with her because of the death of her father. But I hope that after all those speech and all those venting she's doing, she can go and face the law. She can only be able to clear her side by going to court and whatever she know about money's being missing from here there, as we see in the other report, that she will be able to go and clear her side that whatever she's accused of, she did not do it. But this just from her speech it should be a deep concern for CDC because it's not only her. Thomas Fowler have gone, Sir Joseph, other sedition. Now Finda Bundoo is angry that people in her party intentionally wanted for her to go to jail, and like she didn't feel like she had.
Do you have something there? Do you have something there that is on?
One of my, oh, let me see. You can hear me now.
Yeah, it is. The echo is coming back. But go ahead.
Yeah, but I don't know. One of my wire now. One of the show I put on mute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So that's the main thing. Because maybe you guys mute because I hear myself talking.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Okay, it's good now. So like she felt let down. She felt that the CDC hierarchy let her down with all that she did, being one of the faces of the CDC and being in that kind of magnitude of trouble. Nobody showed up for her, and it was only because of whatever JMB or Thomas father did that she was able to bury her father, and she's talking now. But I mean, it's a mix of both. Whether she was seeking public sympathy because of her legal issues, that's why she's venting now, or she deeply means that the CDC hierarchy really let her down and intentional with her for her to go to jail. So for her, that's the only thing I can take from her speech. It's two sided for me.
Yeah, but do you believe that as for her, during the level that Finna have reached, do you think she can be able to go back to the CDC without bold face?
Probably not because when something is cracking and the pieces can be falling apart. So with that venting that she's doing, I think even if she's lucky to get away from her legal trouble, I don't think she'll go back to the CDC because the that venting has drawn the line, and it's gonna go far, and we'll hear a lot of things. Not only that venting, we're gonna hear a lot of things from Finda Bundoo. So I mean, the CDC as an organization, I mean, I don't know what they're really doing, but for me, I know that they are of no significance to the Liberian body politics when it comes to assuming power. So little by little, we're chipping the wolves away. So finna going from the CDC, it will be to my taste because at least that's one person who have a financial might, or that's one person who have millions that she acquired during the CDC regime that will not be a part of them again. Whether she go to jail or she's out, I think she's done with the CDC.
Okay. Love come to you, Brother Jabba. Um, what do you think? Do you think Finda Bundoo can be? Your face is down. Your face is down a little bit. Okay. Okay. You. Do you think
Yes,
Finda
sir.
Bundoo can be free from that court? But let us look at her dad burial. Do you think the CDC treated her fairly?
Maybe you want to hear my honest opinion on this?
Yeah, of course.
In two phases. One is whatever sedition do to each other. For me, I believe it is God that is speaking on behalf of Liberia as a country to that political institution.
Why so?
Because we said it. We said it. Remember, as soon as the CDC got the power, there was a big split between those that supported the party that could be part of the government and those that supported the party that was part of the government. That was a big split. And in all honesty, that gave the opposition community to CDC the ground that time for the politics to be effective so that the CDC can get out of the other authority. Now, for me, I want Finda Bundoo to be held accountable by the law of Liberia because she had a responsibility and she was not honest to the responsibility. And the audit picked that up, so she had to face it. Now, with the issue of sedition not being okay or being okay with what?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But sedition being okay or not being okay with what Finda said, it's just sedition that we all know. They don't like the truth. Because the entire institution of CDC, they make it about Jowia. And I always say this. One of the greatest downfall of CDC was George Weah was unable to manage the expectation of those people that supported him. He was unable to manage the expectation. He was unable to govern them with a system. In every organization, you need a system. You don't need just brain, like you need a structure where people can go to. If you're sleeping, you're up, that system's still running. CDC does not have a system. So these are some of the things. When Finda was behind George Weah, Finda Bundoo denied so many people from seeing George Weah as a president. And I honestly believe that was George Weah's instruction. We always tell people that George Weah is a hustler, bro. George Weah does not have any kind of good strategy or intention for liberating Liberia. He's just a hustler. So he used them. When he got what he needed, he left them to fight their own battle. Because as a head of government, as the president of CDC at the time, and with a number of corruption allegations that was on the CDC, when these things coming up, I expected Ambassador Weah to organize or force or group within the CDC to support each and every one of the lieutenant of CDC that was being held accountable because he was the overseer.
Let us
So
look at Finda Bundoo for example. Instead of her pressing her political leader, she went on the other hand pressing Tom Tifa and that of the current president, JMB. What say you?
my man, Finna praising Joseph Barker and praising Tomo Fada. For me, I think it's a trap.
You think so?
Yeah, it's a big trap for them, and they have to be very, very careful how to manage that trap, because you got to understand, some of us have supported this government unknowingly to come to power, this Unity Party government, because we started this thing from the genesis. Then later on, Unity Party just sees it just come over the whole thing, right? But some of us that supported Joseph Walker, we supported Joseph Walker, last minute, even when the coaster that we supported deviated, because we wanted to have accountability to set a precedent in Liberia. When it comes to government offices, when you occupy government office, you have to be responsible, you have to be accountable. So this government, we brought the government on that accountability. So by Finda going to praise Tomo Fada or praise or Joseph Barker, if they refuse to enforce the law at this point, we will say that tribalism. Because you remember, and we got to be careful with the thing. Tomo Fada raised hell with the Unity Party. Today, he the darling boy for Unity Party. Jefferson Koje, all the nonsense Jefferson Koje did in Liberia over there. The government came, Jefferson Koje was out of the country. You understand? And there are a number of people, Samara Wolo Kodi, some of the Jimama, there are some people in CDC that corrupted Liberia that the government, current government, Unity Party government know about. And they will not bring them to book. They will not hold them accountable because they have played in the system. They have gone in the system of this new government, talk to the people that they need to talk to, and now they are just pick and choosing who they can bring. You understand what I'm saying, bro? So they got to be very careful with this. They got to be very careful with this.
Okay.
Yeah, AB, let me just throw a light on the question that you asked. George Weah is somebody who, and the citizens who still running behind the party, they don't know who George Weah is. Right now, George Weah know that based on the Liberian Constitution, whatever it may say is that whatever money that they stole from the Liberian people, he's passing around here enjoying life. So George Weah don't have time for any of them. Whether they call you to court for stealing or they're not stealing, all he know is his hands are clean.
It's good.
He not going for nobody battle. And now what Finda Bundoo learning at this stage of the CDC that look, you all were behind George Weah, you're Wani and Danny, you tell you to take money from so you form the other business to take government contract that did not exist, and you're taking the money and bringing it to him. Now everybody running out for their life and he's nowhere to be found. I think
Right.
for if anybody is supposed to be disappointed is Finda, and that's why you see she what she's displaying in that video. Like for the life of her, she did not contemplate that one day if she was in trouble, that Joshua of all people would not be in her corner, and that's what Joshua is doing to all of them. Even the Mama Molu, you see Joshua, you saw Joshua talking for him when you were going through a trial, and also whatever he's in now. So as a citizen that was in the government, you on your own. Joshua is not in your corner. And so that's why you see Finna is very bitter, because I ain't not been for whatever thing that JMB or Thomas Fala did, which I'm very skeptical that they cannot subvert justice. But those are the people that even allow her to be outside to say she's going to bury her father, which is a big deal for any person, losing a parent is not easy. But for her to see that the man that she was behind with bags of money anytime he wanted, he got it, is now way far from her, sidestepping from her, and not only her, but for sedition as a whole, it's a very troubling thing for the sedition who might be caught in the crosshairs. And as somebody who know that if you are in trouble, the people that you are most closer to supposed to be in your corner, and they're not there, you'll feel let down, and that's what happening to her now. And like I said, this is not the first time I'm going to hear from her. Whether she go to jail or she not go to jail, I think she and the CDC are on the collision course, and you can see from what the citizens are doing now since she vented her anger during our funeral. And it's going to be a good thing to watch, because as the CDC disintegrate, we'll be happy, because maybe we'll have to only deal with 1% instead of dealing with CDC who people think will be coming back to power.
One of the thing that I'm watching on Facebook is that people now going against Finna. Finna of all person. Finna who was the mama. Finna who was, I think they used to call her something her name. Rescue mother. They used to call her rescue mother. That now the rescue mother now her turned to beta mother. Not only that, I have seen a lot of them going against Finna. In fact, one of them did their podcast saying that yes, let Finna go to jail because she stole. Because she stole the Labrampo resources. It said that because Finna is not like Samia Toy. Finna is not like the other guys. She let to operate on her own. She let to move like a soldier. So it's bad for me to be able to see that kind of condemnation going against all person but Finna. But let us the discussion a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, bro, Jabba.
But I think, in my opinion, those that got hope for CDC to come back to power, they got to pay good attention to this thing. Because Finna was very close to Ambassador Weah.
In fact, she was a gatekeeper. You talking about
right?
She was a gatekeeper. Right.
So if Finna have any disagreement with them, and she decided to be honest with the current administration, I think it's going to be a lot of problem for them. And if you notice something too, you know that you can see Kalasco around Georgia recently for a long time.
No. It is because Charman of STAND came for the walker, so that's the reason Kalasco is not around Georgia.
No, but he been away from Georgia for many maybe. Kalasco, let me tell you something. The CDC, there's 3 powerful people in CDC. Joe Weah, that number 1. Nathaniel McGill, that number 2. And Jefferson Kochi, that number 3. So those 3 guys, they have 3 group of people that make CDC. That are loyal to each and every one of them. Mind you, Moroba Molu guy is under group 2. Moroba Molu guy is under group 2 in CDC.
Yeah, Moroba Molu has a group in the CDC. I am aware
right.
of that.
Right. So at this point, the CDC is not together. But the ones that are very loyal to Ambassador Weah are the ones that are very hopeful of he coming back together. But the CDC is not together. So for me, if Unity Party is smart, they need to play with this right here.
in fact, there was a money play that the projects
Mm-hmm.
there was a huge amount got missing.
Right.
They tried to blame that on my Nisi, Abraham Askey. Abraham Askey, he was part of the CDC when we all
Mm-hmm.
graduated from the University of Liberia. He joined the CDC. Then he became assistant minister to Ministry of Finance.
Hmm.
So he was stratified. So it is the Abraham Askey that LSC came against. He ran away. The man left the country.
Hmm.
Now, the CDC money, the CDC project money. You know, there was some people that were overseas donating.
Mm-hmm.
They were donating strictly at the brother because he is because he know accounting. So he was trying to put all of the accounting file them together, and then the brother that checker was some money. I think 50,000. 50,000 got missing.
Hmm.
So the CDC is in complete disarray right now.
Completely. I agree.
Yeah, Zizi, you are muted. You are muted, Zizi. Zizi, you are muted. You are muted. Okay, you are on.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear
So,
you.
like I was saying, I said the rescue mother being angry is dangerous.
A dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we saying that this lady was a gatekeeper to Georgia, every morning I passed through there, how it came, she got the
Mm-hmm.
information.
Right.
So if the government is smart, look, Fina can be the rat.
Mm-hmm.
She can open up. The state can play on Fina to be a state witness against all the corruption that went through the CDC that led to Joshua. So, and when people reading the Constitution, they say when the president has immunity. But if you read that clause, they say something that he did in office, he cannot be arrested while in office. But if he did something that was criminal, he can be charged. They can go after him criminally because he's no more president.
When he leave office.
Yes, because if people want to take that article that relates to the president immunity, that anything the man doing office he immune, no, you can't be president and engage in criminality. They will not arrest you while you are sitting president. It will bring chaos. But when you leave office and you did something that was criminal, of course the law can come after you, and FINA can be the gateway to all of those things that happen from her doorstep to George Weah. So when you see the people that are bashing FINA, those are the people who don't want for George Weah to be looking like, they always take him to be like a clean man. So if somebody that was eating with me in my house is now vibrating, it's a cause of concern. And that's why you see the reactions, because of the reactions now going after FINA. And if the reactions are not careful, FINA will be a Pandora box. And when you open up Pandora box, you see people jumping like the way they asking man, finish jumping from out of the country. So CDC gotta be worried. For people that FINA to be vexed and start talking, they gotta be worried.
Yeah. All right. Let's go now to another topic. Let me bring you this.
The head of the DEA that announced that the drug bust was of transnational dimension. So these contradictions appear to have compromised the investigative process that is presided by individuals who themselves are either accused or suspected of colluding with drug traffickers. So these are the demands of
Let me play you another one.
struggle continues.
Welcome to the
Struggle
media. How are you?
continues. The cartel must be dismantled, break by break, piece by piece. The struggle
How did it go on in there?
to make Liberia a drug-free society continues. So we will be back on Monday.
You'll be back on Monday.
Okay. So, folks, thank you, Mr. The police here, not Mr. Moba Malou. Let's come back here to see what is actually happening in seizure. Akara's grade, the former representative and stalwart of the CDC, towards that Mr. Malou surrender the weapon. That's, yeah. So he told us that Mr. Malou has surrendered the weapon, but he was taken here, and we are here posted to know what's going to happen next. Whether it's going to be a raid of the arrest next or not. Spoon TV Live, keep following us from Painesville City, Montserrado County. It is. We are bringing you this live coverage from the Painesville City. Ready to leave? I don't know if they are going to escort Mr. Malou out of here, or whether, you know, they remain here, or they leave and Mr. Malou remains here to go through all of the requisite court proceedings. It's something that we cannot vividly say to you, but all we can see is movements of officers of the Liberia National Police from one point to another point, from one vehicle to another vehicle. The vehicles are, you know, about to leave. As we can, okay, Mr. Moba Malou has come out. Mr. Moba Malou is out in a gray and pink shirt. We can see him. The police will be escorting Mr. Moba Malou out of here, as we can see, in the soonest possible time. So you see Mr. Malou there in the pink and gray shirt. So we see that he has been handcuffed.
Criminal charges. So,
Mr. Malou has been handcuffed from what we see from afar.
Are you being arrested?
From what we've seen. Okay. Okay. So from what we see from afar, Mr. Malou has been handcuffed. He's been placed in the police Toyota pickup, and we are yet to know their next destination. Whether we actually hope to speak with some folks around with Mr. Akara's Gray. Let's speak with Mr. Akara's Gray. We will speak to him shortly. But Mr. Malou is being taken.
the former chairman here who is now the chair of STAND and taking it away.
Mr. Gray, can you tell us what happened in there?
We came to the court, and then, as usual, the court take him over to the police. The police said they needed him, okay, and they said that he's under arrest. Okay. So he's going down to the police station. We don't know the charge. Okay. I asked them for the charge. They said they have no charge for now, but he's under arrest, so they're taking him to the police station.
Did they tell you exactly what he did?
They didn't say so. The police had not spoken. In fact, we told the police that they could not arrest him in the court because he has his right. We're under the jurisdiction of the court. They wanted to have arrested him in the court.
The police attempt to arrest him?
Yeah, they attempted in the court or jurisdiction. So I told them it's not a right thing and they cannot do it.
But do you see Mr. Moore?
That's why you see they brought him out, and then
Mr.
They
Gray,
told
do
him that he's under
you see
arrest.
Mr. Molo action to keep the firearm until he's certified to be necessary?
What firearm?
Let me bring y'all to these discussions. Mr. Mobake Molu had an arm. Do you think Mr. Molu, for what he did, do you think that was right? But this army, someone who is a son with firearm, but this army that person, a police officer, do you think that was right in the first place? Let me y'all to take it from there. Do you think that was right? Brother Zeze.
Mama Madu had no justifiable right to disarm a police officer. So, according to his explanation that I listened to on Facebook, he said the men were right behind him. So, if an undercover cop was behind you in the crowd, what did he do to warrant being disarmed? And you know, Liberia, people take things for granted. That man was assigned in our crowd to make sure that he watched the movement of people, because you had some people in the protest that was masked all over. You couldn't see their face. Nobody know what they were carrying. So they usually in protests, even in the Western world, they got plainclothes securities and undercovers that are within the protest. But they are not there to cause any disturbance. They are there to watch so that they can pick up the bad apples. So if Mobile Molu saw that there was an undercover cop in the midst, he had police officers there. He had some high-ranking officers there. He could have alerted that they have a armed undercover police officer in their midst, and they did not need his presence there. I think, in my opinion, that would have served him justice. But to go and disarm the police officer, one, which it was illegal to do, and not only that, instead of turning the firearm over to the police, Muhammad Molu kept the gun for whatever reason. Whatever his rationale was, I don't get it. Because Muhammad Molu, at that time he was holding out that weapon, who could have been deemed armed and dangerous. You could have been killed. But because the bureau, we everybody keep talking about from Civil War 25 years ago, and people still go with that notion that the country is not safe because we just came from Civil War. No, now we not just came from Civil War. We have had 3 successful presidential turnover. So whatever Mobile Molu find himself in, he's going to deal with it, because maybe this protesting is not working for Mobile Molu. You cannot keep scratching one error over and over, and you think you're not going to cause so there. Mobile Molu been behind the protest until now. He has found himself in some legal trouble. There's no serious. There's no small matter that Mobile Molu has on his hands, because you have an illegal weapon. You disarmed a police officer and kept the weapon. Anything could happen. So whatever gun charge that they put on him, that's why we have the rule of law. They took him to court. They charge him. They release him in the hands of a lawyer. And now we are waiting to see the legal remedies that are away Mobile Molu. But again, just few years back, you were in a government.
But do you think if this was a civilized, I know that Liberia is a civilized society, you think if this was somewhere elsewhere apart from Liberia, do you think that
you are being arrested? You are being arrested, red then. You are being arrested.
Do you think that the policeman could not be able to achieve firearm?
Now I'm saying because that policeman probably based on their
training,
their assignment or their training, he did not want to do self-defense because that police officer who had claimed self-defense and just killed any amount of person that he could have killed and left from there.
And go report
So,
himself.
of course, but Mama Moruna take the sympathy of the police because Liberia the police are very sympathetic. Everybody
Exactly.
feel that they can do anything and get away with it. That's why Mama Moruna was brave to disarm a police officer who was armed. But had it been any other place, you could have seen some like the police officer going to discharge his arm in self-defense, and the head of the protest, Mama Molu, was going to be arrested. But since Mama Molu feel that he was the head of the protest, he went and took a police officer gun, showing it on live camera, not turning it in, and took it to his house. The charges that will come on him, only his lawyer will know how to defend him. But Mama Molu, this protest that he put his hand in for almost 3 years going, the protest can't go nowhere, and he continued doing it. Now he has found himself in something that he has to really deal with. If not, he's going to find himself in prison.
Let me say this to you. During the $100 million drugs and $19 million drugs, which one is more?
The thing about it is not even about the quantity of the drugs. Here you have a government who is investigating a transatlantic crime. People have been arrested for the 19 million. They said that the investigation continued. They just arrested another guy a few days back. So where was Mama Molu with all this vigor when the $100 million drugs happened in his own government? When drugs was all over doing his campaign, his partisans were criminal. They want more drugs. Where was Mama Molu at that time? So, like I said, when you take something to prove a point, you put yourself in some trouble. And Mama Molu now, he's stuck with it protesting until he has found himself in some legal trouble. And if you don't have a good lawyer, he's going to go to prison because the gun laws in Liberia are very strict. And I don't know how his lawyer going to defend him for disarming a police officer and taking a gun home and now reporting it to the police. He was in possession of an illegal firearm. I'm not a police officer, but that's one charge that they will put on him.
Okay. My friend and brother Japa, what do you think of Mama K. Molu having the firearm slapped with him? That the next day, which was on Saturday, before turning this firearm over. What do you think?
So Ibi, first of all, I've been doing Molu. I've been doing Molu. Yeah, I've been doing Molu. Yeah, I've been doing Molu.
Okay.
Is that okay now?
Yeah.
I've been doing Molu personally for a long time. I used to be a driver. Molu is the foster. He's a frog. You see, two criminals, they know each other, that way they can get along. You see, Molu and Joey can get along because the two of them, they are hustlers. So all through 2005, all the way to up to when I left Liberia, CDC was in the habit of conducting these protests. They caused the noise, and then the Unity Party government at the time on the early, they would call them and get them smarty. They will call them and get them smarty. They will call them and get them smarty. Matter of fact, that's how they built momentum. Even Jowea himself, Molu will go extract money from Jowea in the name of organizing protests. All of the time. So, this protest, one thing I'm going to bring to your attention to Molu, Molu organized the protest before the $19 million drug bust. You know that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the protest was way organized. It was just Baga leave or leave way before the $19 billion drugs. But then when the death of the protest came, when they went on the protest, they had no substantial things to protest about that was trending, that could gravitate. So they went to the drugs, the $19 billion drugs thing. Okay? So the protest had no substantial reason. So now, back to the weapon thing, AB. like my brother said, we can just overload in Liberia. But that's a serious crime, dude. That is a serious crime. He said the officer was unidentified, he was undercover, but the officer identified himself, and he attested to that. He on it live, he said that, but he said that they sent the officer to kill him. What kind of proof do you have that somebody in there that had a gun, that is an undercover cop, that came to to attack you? That's one. And then secondly, when you, whatever reason you took the gun from this man, you should have called the police right there. Remember during the Costa, the Henry Costa protest, Jowiata, we caught the guy with the knife and the thing. Right there on the protest ground, they turned him over to the police, right? With all his collar, his neck.
Out to that protest.
Yeah, you remember, right? So okay, so when they told the man go, why they can't call the police right there, and the police were right not far from them, and report the man. But they took the man gun, and I'm telling you, there is a fear-mongering tactics that Molu was trying to bring, and God moving behind him. That's a fear-mongering tactic. Remember, he was very aggressive. Even though the protest have no substantial reason, and people were not gravitating to it, but he was still aggressive in expressing the call for the protest. So, let me tell you now, AB, Mova Molu should not be part of. Mova Molu should be able to be held accountable for his action. That's all I have to say about this. Because there's nowhere in the world you will disrobe an officer. And you was saying the man, you could have pretended yourself, my man, if the law enforcement officer, you can't be stupid. All that people that over there. Then you can't shoot that fast. If you shoot come on, man. I would never shoot nobody, because you can't get away. In that kind of crowd, you would never get away. So the officer was smart. He was smart to let them disarm him, because there's no way he could have get out. I don't care. I'm in the brand of pistol guy. Maybe I think about like little 9mm or whatever.
But realistically speaking, if this was certain country that I know, blood were going to waste. Hair were going to break loose.
Yep.
Because
a country that is not very peace-minded.
Because the police has an handset that they can be able to call a backup. If someone else is giving one policeman a headache, that policeman will be able to call for a backup. And when the backup team around, they are not asking you questions. They are not asking questions. They are not asking what are this, what are that. All of you gotta go down first. They hang on all of you guys before you start talking.
The first thing it be the police that are over there could have moved on Molu. But again, like I'm saying, people take policing in Liberia like we don't respect the police, and the police too, they want to be politically correct. Because anything happening now, they say, oh, that opposition figure that they killed.
United Party police.
Yeah, United Party police killed an opposition figure. That's the only reason why Moluna was blessed. Because you can't hold a firearm in the open after you finish disrobing a police officer. Those police officers that were right across the road, they could have moved on that crowd and arrested Molu. I don't know why they didn't do it. Maybe it was for the safety of the other protesters who were innocent in what Molu was doing. But again, Molu has been charged, released to a lawyer, and he have a serious legal issue on his hand. It be that one thing you don't play with in any country, a gun. Yeah, I'm not your own gun. Say why you buy and register. You don't know how to. Sometimes you get in the wrong place. My brother that 2-3 years in jail.
Especially in a non-police state. In a non-police state, you can't play with gun over there.
And then you go take gun from a police officer. You display it in the public, and not only that, you carry it home. So what was your intention when you carry that gun home? A lot of charges on Mobile Molu. So if they think that because of politics, he will not be investigated, and if he found culpable, he will go to jail. They playing fun. You see, they're protesting now. That only says person there now because the journalists can be more than the protesters.
I'm telling you.
You don't have anything like my brother Japa said. There was no me team for that protest. You said Bagaman leave or leave. All of a sudden now, oh, 19 million drugs. When drugs became a concern to you, when your government will let people scot free with 100 million drugs, and not only 100 million, but there were a lot of drugs passing through the airport. Well, Mobile, he was the chairman. Did he call his government to check that look, drug is not good for our country or our citizens? That now drugs is of concern to him because he won't go do a field protest, and in doing that field protest, he has found himself in some legal troubles. So from this point on, whether Molu get free or not, I don't know.
Okay.
But he's in some legal trouble.
Before we go to the phone line, so what is it that any of you guys mind that you guys want for us to be able to talk about?
So, Ibi, I want to come first, bro.
Yeah,
so
there is
this noise I'm hearing around about Cummings joining the CDC as a fire candidate. Because at this point, if Joe Weah was to be on that ticket, I don't think he would accept to be a vice president, right? But in my opinion, I still have a little bit of hope for Cummings in the future. And I won't advise him.
You say you're having a little bit of hope for Mr. Cummings in the future?
That hope more than Jonah.
Okay, so I was saying, no, but honestly though, I mean, you know, hey, who knows, man? When Eddie didn't start the president be there, I'm not 20, 30 years before the king in, so hey, who knows? But I'm saying that's a wrong decision, man. Because first of all, the CDC is not, like we just said previously, they're not together, right? That's one. Secondly, Cummings cannot find a way in the CDC because the CDC is a non-stop political organization on level-headed people in that institution that he will find it difficult to work with. But however, something that I noticed about Cummings that I think it would be very hard for him to survive in the political field of Liberia is that he's an introvert. And our society, our culture, our way of life in Liberia do not favor that. We are very friendly society. We are society, I would say talkative society. We talk everything, we interact, we are very, into each other, right? And Cummings being a introvert guy I like to be by himself, I don't think he can easily maneuver the political scene in Liberia to find his way to the presidency, unless he really strategized. And the evidence to that is he has contested 2 or 3 elections, if I'm not mistaken. And his popularity had never exceeded to any tangible amount that can pose a threat to any political institution. So I don't think Cummings can survive. That's just something I wanted to say. But thank you.
Yeah. Let me piggyback on Jabba topic. I must say I wanted to bring that up. But the thing about Cummings is this, AB. You don't have political strategists with him. Cummings lost his political capital from 2017. And he could have gotten it back in 2023. Look, AB, when the Liberian people want to do something for you, and you say no, you don't want it, you want to do it your way, my brother, forget it. When it came to 2017, the 2 candidates was JMB and George Weah. Alexander Cummings knew very well that George Weah was not competent to lead Liberia. Instead of him being a political leader and say, you know what, I will do the necessary good for Liberia. Of the two candidates, I'm supporting Joseph Iman Boakai. But he sat down on the sideline and said he was neutral. Liberian president kept the mark against him. Then came 2023 when every Liberian wanted for him to go as vice president to JMB. He swear that he can never be second to anybody. Then, with the way George Weah government led the country in the dungeon, Alexander Cummings and all protests, he gave speeches that George Weah was not the rightful president to lead Liberia. 2023 came down to the same two presidents again from 2017. Alexander Cummings, the Liberian people are looking up to him to redeem himself as to where he will go. Again, he said he was neutral, but the hierarchy of the ANC supported the CDC. Where you saw Mr. Cummings, he came from 7% to 1%. And now, with the CDC of no relevance, that's when he said he want to be vice president. Come on, man. What kind of political advisor he has? He's going to be a non-factor. His political career is done in Liberia. Look, if somebody is going to be an important person in election in Liberia, you can tell from the pulse of the Liberian people. Right now, you're doing a poll on this little life that we're doing. As I'm coming when I even say can't tell. Okay? So, that's why I say Jabba and coming in the guy feel like Jonah. Because I don't care what kind of faith Cummings say he got. I don't care what kind of political strategy they say they putting together. They say, and you see Cummings message at you now. You can even be cardboard to anybody. Oh, you had a chance to be cardboard to somebody that the Liberian people really wanted you to be a cardboard to. You said you can't be second to nobody. When the CDC damaged the country and this government is proceeding exceptionally well, doing things that the Liberian people want to see, that when you want to go to cardboard to somebody. So for me, I don't discuss Cummings when it comes to the political relevance of Liberian politics because his time is gone. So whatever he want to do, he said got money to be spending, it's up to him. Up to now, you now see the ANC went for a convention. I don't know if they're going for a convention because he said you are not putting money in the party. The same people that were with you 2017, 2023 is the same people that you still have. You take all the people in America who say they went to Ivy League school, they talk all the nonsense on Facebook, they can't even pull 30% behind them. So Jabba might be hopeful for Cummings, but for me, Alexander Cummings has lost the taste of the Liberian people, and I don't think he will ever be president. I'm not God, but looking at politics and looking at how the politics were in Liberia, the Liberian people don't have taste for him.
Yeah, you said it rightly. Let me put up my 2 cents there. You know, when I look at Mr. Alexander B. Cummings, he has missed the mark. If that brother had a serious political strategist, they could warn him. You say you are from Maryland. There is no politician without base. You say you're from Maryland, you will go to Maryland for you to contest, for you to, that school that brother built, if I was him, I would be able to construct that school in Maryland. Why? So that other people will be able to send their children there. But the brother did not do that. If I were Mr. Cummings, I will go to Maryland and contest as a senator. Even George Manning Weah he contested as a senator before he could become president. Because the brother tried it, he was not successful. Somebody got to advise him in order for the Liberian people to know your importance. Because voting, it is by numbers. You have to be tested. Go and contest as a senator. Georgie ran and he was successful. He became senator, I don't know, for 2 to 3 years. The men were there at the same time, the men were understanding the government. Liberia and the Liberian people, their government is not like any other country governments. Their politics is not like any other country politics. Liberian politics is completely different. So, if I was him, the 2023, I could have contested in Maryland. But the brother came out and said that he don't want to be second. He don't want to be third. Now, what that could have done for him, if he had won to be senator, then when you are in a senate, then you can be able to contest for you to be the Senate pro tempore. Then you start to understand the government. You start to understand the inner working of the government. You start to understand how power play. But the brother did not do that. He just come from Coca-Cola and just think that coming from there and becoming president in Liberia, it is by plate. That brother is joking. I don't think that brother can, in fact, be a president in our country. I don't think so.
But AB, look at this one here. Let me just throw in some light. Coming deception is the one that turned the Liberian poll off, and he proved that within CDC 22nd anniversary that they're hiring Grand G there. 2023 AB. For 6 years, the people from the southeast died in the mud, lost money. People are paying $100 US to go in the southeast. The 2020 election committee did not even go to Grand Jida because of the road. He had the audacity to go stay in Zwedru and saying that he wanted to thank the CDC for the road that they faced. And they actually, if the road that is good now is the United Party or the CDC, he say, oh yeah, I want to tell the CDC thank you for the road that can you imagine? You think they put that in the southeast with look at that kind of man who bash George Weah because of all the ills that are in the society, especially their roads, to go stay in Grand Jide and talk that nonsense that CDC was the one that faced the road. So his deception has put him in the bracket that he is in. Look, coming chance was 2023. Look what JMB government is doing now. If Coming was vice president, my brother, JMB could not even think about going for a second term.
Yeah.
If Coming was vice president now, he can't even beat Jeremiah Queen in any election.
Hey man,
as we speak, Coming cannot beat Jeremiah Queen in any election. So whether he go as cowboy, he go as drawer, he cannot win any election in that country because his deception has caught up with him. And when people say, oh, Coming with the Coca-Cola, AB, as a politician, what would have been beneficial for Coming was when I was at Coca-Cola. This, because they say, oh, Coming will raise the budget to 2 billion, 3 billion. Okay. Your political strategy will put all of your achievement from Coca-Cola. When I was Coca-Cola, this is the policy I implemented. This is the profit I brought Coca-Cola. These are changes that we did to Coca-Cola that brought the profitability to Coca-Cola. Then you giving people tangible on your Coca-Cola days. But just because the man working with Coca-Cola, why he did when he was the Coca-Cola? So all the Ivy League people that he got behind him, they couldn't think about that in 2017 or 2023 to show the Liberian people that this is what Cummings did to Coca-Cola, how he made Coca-Cola so rich because of the policy and plans that he put in place. Look, when you're a politician, your platform should be able to tell the Liberian people, especially if you claiming to be like the best thing on the block, you have to show what made you the best thing. But everything will coming with Coca-Cola, what he did there. AB, you are saying here, you been following Alexander Comey. Have you ever seen anything in writing or anything Comey said that when he was the Coca-Cola, this is what he did, this is the result that came up? You talking about coming to lead a country, so you came with Coca-Cola. All right, what you did to Coca-Cola that made it so successful that we the Liberian people can see and say, you know what, there's a man that he did this to Coca-Cola. I think when we gain the chance, he can come and do this to Liberia. But every day that the man went to Coca-Cola, okay, I went to Chevron now. I must have I went to Chevron. Can't make me president now. And I went to Chevron. And I all coming one wrong. You went to Coca-Cola. So the man surround himself with people who think they know and they know nothing. And a lot of them are here in Morocco, yeah. Oh, I went to Ivy League school. Ivy League school, who are here in Morocco, you ride a BMW, I ram a Toyota, when going to party, all can reach there. You think what they call politics? So, in my opinion, looking at the political landscape and looking at the Liberian people, they don't have pause for coming. They have lost appetite in coming because if coming was somebody who really wanted to be president in Liberia, now we should be calling Mr. Vice President. But because you got that ego and people behind telling you, say, you can't go second to Joseph Bagger, you know more than that man or this and that. That's why you find saying 1%. So if you're a politician instead of going up, you coming down. Then so from 1%, you just go to 51% AB from 1%.
It is impossible.
What a miracle is. That Jesus fell 5,000 that you coming on. That brother go at you, man.
Yeah, brother Jabba. No, you are muted. Okay.
I was. You mute me, AB. Anyway, it's okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. But I'm saying, right? I'm saying, besides all of this thing that my brother just lined up here, which I wish people would listen to this show. He need to listen to this show. He missed a comment himself. But all of the things they line up here, right? Apart from all of those, I don't think comments can govern Liberia. AB, this is another, and you can agree with me or disagree because comment accent out of Liberia, it have been a long. Comment was out of Liberia for a very long time. Even though he came back of recent, it been a while, he been around, but the orientation of comments, okay, is standard. And we Liberian, in all respect, it's sustainable. So there's a big gap over there. And look how complex our politics is. Look at the challenges of Ambassador Bouaka today. Georgia has some, but I know that for him, he was just way out the radio. But Kwame cannot manage that because, first of all, like the man just said, he doesn't have a base. You need a base. You need one region, one county that would be 100% all the way for you. That would be your base. And you don't have that. One. Two, all these politicians in Liberia have been working with those guys in the house. Remember, some of those guys in the house was in different part of government. They've been in different political parties. So they all been mixing among each other. Cummings is new to these guys. So if he was to ascend to the presidency, he don't have that working relationship. Even though most of them are corrupt, don't get me wrong, but he cannot find a way over there that easily, man. That's just something I wanted to add there, AB.
Okay.
But brother Jabba, the thing about AB before we go to the land, The thing about brother Jabba, what a
Yes,
relationship
sir.
that Comey has, what a relationship Comey has with the Maryland caucus.
Right.
At this time, Comey is not in is not in government. What is his relationship with the Maryland caucus? What he doing in Maryland to be
Right.
visible?
Or even the caucus for ANC. ANC should have
Thank you.
a caucus over there.
This man don't
Because
have no political backing, AB.
if you look at all the political parties, the strategies have been they support candidates in the House. Most of the two parties, and then the candidate get in the House, they carry out the rest of the information for these parties in the various constituencies. But Comey don't have none of that.
Like I will agree with Brother Zeze. Mr. Cummings, what he is doing, that is the big question that was Mr. Comey. What he is doing. But now go to the phone line.
They put out when you go to CDC, you will win. I don't know who advised him that when he joins CDC, then he will be president. I don't know, man.
Keep your call
coming.
Since 2017, Mariah been there, and he went from 7-1. So I didn't be there.
Keep your call coming. Keep your call coming now on 215-266-6509. 215-266-6509. That is the number to call, and you'll be live here.
You see what going on the Gabriel Tucker to Freeport now, right? You know what GMB break ground? The West Start.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
They think that's what I'm saying. If Comey was so smart, he would have been vice president now.
To JMB.
Because even people say, oh, Nima, president had Nima, but the Liberian people were calling for JMB and Comey sticky. But that was a slam dunk for Comey. That after, even if President Boakai went 12 years, Comey will still be having a chance to become president. But as it stands now, Jeremiah Kun
and then he was going to get a working experience too from Joseph Boakai, because Boakai been around.
Why you
think you're going to tap into your connect?
But why you think JMB sending Kun to all the different places? That experience, foreign policy experience, domestic experience, Jeremiah Kun is gaining everything. Because he's being prepared. JMB is actually preparing Jeremiah Kun to become president of the Republic of Liberia.
Yeah.
And the man is exceeding very well. So with JMB successes in the country, even if JMB who had decided he now want to run 2029, Jeremiah Kun, he left Jeremiah Kun here with another president who will be vice president. Coming John CDCO, he's John CMCO. Now one. You not even say go 35%. What pause the Liberian people get for? That's why I said to you, there's no pause for the Liberian people for Commies anymore because of his deceptive act and the people that are behind him. They don't even know anything about politics. They go to Louis Addo Grand School of Law and learn law. They think law that politics. You'll be there. I know that chief scribe in the Bible.
Keep your call coming now on 215-266-6509. Once more, 215-266-6509. That is the number to call.
So why you make all the CDC that went grand there and started taking different road pictures and posting it until Spoon TV Diamond Slanger tread the whole road to Maryland, and people saw the lies to their naive propaganda they were playing.
The sedition, they are just some of them are just narrow-minded. Some of them are just very, very narrow-minded.
Tell
If
was country citizen.
if there was no rule going to the southeast,
Doing your
this,
regime.
this president have come. You know, one of the things that I keep thinking of, the southeast have produced the highest numbers of presidents
Yo.
in our country.
Right. Right.
But no quota going there.
How come? Is it that the Ghanaians did not really love where they have come from?
The men can eat money. And to be honest with you, the southeast is one of the beautiful part of Liberia.
I'm telling you.
Because
Look,
if that place is open,
they will
with a
have
long coastline,
lot of tourist attractions area right there in Maryland. Maryland is laid out.
you know how many people want to do investment on the coastline?
Maybe I'm from the southeast too, right? You know, that question that you asked, I want to answer it in all honesty.
Yeah,
A more president for a more president from the southeast than president from any part of the country. That's true. And the reason that they refuse to carry development there substantially is because that southeast is the only part of Liberia that you find indigenous that manage to get some education that want to be a Congo man so bad. So they will get Jika in their toe, they will get reward on the butt. As soon as they get some money straight, they won't come buy a house in America. They won't be American now. You get Jika in your toe, crocodile on your butt. You're supposed to be building the house over there.
What
you see what I'm saying?
What do you guys make out of LACC boss?
LACC?
Yeah.
Liberia Anti-Corruption something?
Yeah, Liberia Anti-Corruption Commissions.
I tell you what, man. In my opinion, OAB, the whole even the one that's supposed to go back for the thing, the asset recovery, right?
Wait. Maybe you guys are not following. Zizi, you remember when the president suspended NOCAD chairperson?
Yeah,
Swakoko Dennis? That was the issue of corruptions. NOCAD went to the presidency and was able to say, look, I think this lady needs to be suspended because we have huge corruption cases.
LACC.
The president suspended her. Now, go look the case to the court. The LACC chairperson refused to be able to go for the format of that case. It was the first time of court. The second time of court, she did not show up. The third time of court, that lady did not show up. So the judge threw the case out. The judge said, you cannot have a case and then you are nowhere to be found.
Wow.
But that's the thing we're talking about when it comes to the fight against corruption.
And the LACC boss, the entire LACC, was the last appointment that George Manuel William made before the elections.
When we talk about turning position in Liberia is a problem that some are there.
But go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, because they feel that they got turning position and what the country needs to move forward. You can't indict somebody for corruption and you get it in court first 1, 2, 3 terms of court and there's no representation from the government. That's why the judge threw that case. I saw that thing on Facebook. I got pissed. So what is the LACC really doing to fight corruption? Nothing.
No. the lady is not doing nothing. All she do, this is a lady, they call her Safa. I think I can
No, they
I can
call her
read the
Alexander
check on it.
Zoe.
Yeah,
Alexander
Alexander Zoe. Alexander Zoe, all she does is that she go in the morning around 11 to work. She knock around 3. When her friend in there supposed to be knocking up around 5. What her friend and the other commissioner then go to work around 9. But this woman go to work around 11.
The woman get tenure now. So
No,
if the president,
no. The turning position, the president can be able to remove you for a cause.
then they find
Yeah.
a cause and more.
But Abi, there's something too. I want. You see, there's something I say about corruption in Liberia, my man. For a corruption to be in a country like the way it is in Liberia, you got to understand that it's the people mentality, the mentality of majority of us in that country. And I promise you, Abi, even you yourself, I'm not coming in defense of the LACC boss. Even you yourself, Abi, when they make you your LACC, if they make you any kind of accountable commission or officer right now in Liberia, you will struggle.
Hold on. Someone is asking for the number. The number to call here is 215-266-6509. Once more, 215-266-6509. Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, people in Liberia, brother, that Liberia is the only place I hear that English they say, but man, I beg you, I hold your phone. Imagine, please, I beg, I hold your phone. That only in Liberia you can hear it. So the people have a tendency in Liberia not to be accountable, and the only way they can go about it is the escrow friendship, the escrow friendly things, right? So that's why you see everybody in the country, they smile when they're talking serious things. They're talking something very serious. They laugh and they're joking, right? That was something I even have problem with the Spoon TV, because Liberia, we need to be serious once. So the LACC boss, for me, I think on here is time, because first of all, and we cannot put the blame on the president in charge of that institution. If we want to put the blame on any field corruption activities, like any field accountability activities in Liberia, we must put the whole blame on the government, because this government was elected on the motto of that, accountability, corruption.
Yeah, but the
government
get people to fight the corruption. They put down for the corruption. You hold the government.
But my man, you got a horse. You got a whole government, right?
Okay.
Can one person? Let me be honest with you. Can one person in our government, if the whole government wants somebody for corruption, can one person in our government get that person off the hook? Do you believe that? No. It's a lot of people that getting these people off the hook. It's a lot of talking in the background that weaken these commissioners, that weaken these LACC boss and these people to go after these people vigorously. You understand what I'm saying? So it's something that we have to hit on the entire institution, the entire government about. We need to adjust the entire government about our accountability concern and not slay go individuals. That's just my thing.
The main problem for Liberia, my brother, I truly talking. The entire justice system is, brother, Abi, to tell you the truth, even the fast track corruption could trying to pass legally in the legislature. Even if that law become law where they got fast track corruption cases, you say how people that will be compromising the cases.
Right.
Okay? You say how people that will be compromising the cases. Because for the life of me, why with the LACC now already you didn't go to the first term of court? Why about the second and the third? At least give her a shot. Let people see that you're doing your work.
They play game, dog.
Man, the corruption was almost like a clique, because the simple that are stealing like Bronco money, they're the one the power pusher in the country. Look at
right.
To be senator in our country.
Right. Right. Natana Magede there. They
should be senator in our country.
Right.
I mean,
even the Tomo father said.
Yeah.
Where's the main man for the house? For Saint Charlie Quintan.
Another man, me,
So
me, me, I suppose you go. Another man who like ways and mean a primo. All day on ways and means.
Yeah. And the other than over there, you think anything will go on?
Let me answer this person. I just posted the number in the group chat. But the number is 215-266-6509. Once more, 215-266-6509. But my friend, and brother, the issue of corruptions, look, and that is the reason why I am one of the lead campaigners that Alexandra Zoe, she need to go.
She need to go.
She need to go. Not only her alone, the entire bench of the LHC, they need to go. Because you cannot hold Alexandra Zoe her accountable only her one.
Right.
Because that commissions, all of them was appointed during Josh Manawia time. I'll come in. Let me respond to this call. Hello? Hello? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Good evening to you guys, man. I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
Go ahead.
And my name is Nathaniel Tree.
Go ahead.
I want to call and appreciate you guys for the discussion on the review. And also, I want to appreciate the number leader, President Joseph Boga, for the progress he's making into our country. I just want to digress a little bit on my issue. I have a serious issue with the police director, RG. Even though you do not good job in that, bro, but the recent issue that had to do with that gun with Mama Modo, I'm disappointed in Gregory Como.
Why?
Most of you guys who stay on a platform, I think you guys in the West. Which part of the war or citizen with this of my police officer, you tell me say, bring that gun by. I expected for Gregory Como immediately to deploy to that man house and have him arrested and lock him up.
Yep.
You know, that can't happen in the green that they will set him. That's why I have my issues. Talking to a woman like, oh, I beg you, bring that gun by. Yeah, no, that's why I have my issue with Gregory. So I just want to get really started. Gregory need to take the police serious. Somebody disarm your police and you appeal to the man to bring the gun back, that makes you be flying the air with what it tends to with the gun. So I just want to register my frustration with Gregory, but I want to appreciate you guys for discussion.
Thank you.
Ebi, let me address. Can I say something to the caller, please? Ebi, can I say something to the caller or he's gone?
Yeah, the caller is
go
gone.
ahead. You listen.
Yeah, but first of all, I personally would not. Gregory is doing a great job. Okay, Gregory is doing a great job. First of all, Liberia, you cannot. Liberia like America, then what you can match the law all the way to the max.
Hello, Koro. Koro is here.
Yes.
Hello, Koro.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, you are live. Go ahead.
Okay, good evening, guys. My name is Michael Harris, and I call from St. Paul, Minnesota.
Go ahead.
Thank you guys for the discussion. Even though I joined you guys lately, but I just want to weigh in quickly on the issue of Mr. Comey, firstly. And you guys said it all right. I think Mr. Comey, he might be a good person. He might be a great gentleman. But I think that all of you guys say his surrounding is a problem.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Comey has surrounded himself with people who feel, like one of your panelists said, they went to the best school in the world, they are the most intelligent Liberian, they are more educated, they are more knowledgeable. And the second group of people around him are people who feel that he has money and it's a way to hang on to survive. And he has not come to realize that these people don't really mean well for him, but yet he continued to surround himself with them, coming back for his own saying that you cannot continue doing the same thing over and over and expect to get different results. I think it's just a classic contradiction of himself. Take, for instance, 2023 election, someone like Mariah Yakula, that people like that, I have political strategists.
I tell you.
Those guys were sitting on Spoon FM at the time, Ben Sambi, what her name, Tumali George, and Henry P. Bad, who were hustling on coming money. They made her feel that she's the only person that ever went to law school. She's the smartest Liberian, she's the smartest lawyer. So she begins so arrogant, her begin so big, and to the extent that when she became chief of office, started Mr. Coming after Abatopa left, she felt like she arrived, she on top of the world, she would address anybody anyhow. Those are the reasons why Mr. Comey percentage dropped from 7, in my opinion, from 7% to 1%, but still he has not still learned. Take, for instance, the other lady, Dr. Richardson. How many persons should I insult on Spoon FM over there? But right after election, she joined behind Musa ability to form different party. So he had to know the people who actually loyal to him. But they grieve for power. He hears so much and think that he's the best. He cannot go second to anybody. I think it is his problem. And secondly, on the issue of corruption, there's someone say, I think Liberia problem is that, in my opinion, there are several factors in my opinion. Number one, no secret society that got over there. And everybody knows everybody.
Yep.
On a year,
Yep.
you can interact with somebody.
And poor society.
There's a probability you'll never see them in your life again. Even on a job or so, right? But in Liberia, if you go grocery, you made the same people you're going to meet them. Maybe you probably went to school with them, you worked with them before. So as a result, and any kind of fraternity connection, people protect one another. So, I mean, it's just going to be a difficult thing to fight corruption holistically in Liberia. Because we want to take action.
Right.
Somebody will call you over and oh, my man, that man, I am man, all together.
Yeah.
Don't take action. So it takes a bold leadership to be able to fight corruption. Otherwise, we're not going anywhere. Like someone said, like Aaron Snow, these are people who are representing Liberia at ECOWAS. Aaron Snow, all person, these are the people who are making decisions for our country. Who say the country is not doing better, the one. How have they done all the time to be there? Because only one for a corrupt leadership being placed so that they can continue to get millions in their bank account. Ellis Salah, for example, that's what I mentioned. Recently he mentioned that corruption can come. Today now they think that they can face the country. So my brother, we just gotta pray. And then the government is doing better. I think let's just keep hoping that the women will keep making this kind of decision and bring the right people on board to be able to fight this thing called corruption. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And the people and the people themselves that in Liberia, the citizens themselves, they will allow the men to steal the money, to get it small. Then they will be the one that will be behind the men protecting them and advocating for them to not be held accountable. So we have a broader problem in corruption, my man. We do.
Okay.
We had a broader problem in corruption. It's sad.
But the people in the Western cluster, I don't know them for when and wave 14 million. So when they packet, the bombing came out and Bapulu, I don't know what they didn't run behind him. He says now they say to echo do all kind of thing. But my brother coming spot, that coming there forget it, man. And I mean I'm not sure, but I'm saying
Brother Jabba, your pattern statement.
Yes, sir.
Thank
you so much. So, Amy, first of all, like I said, you my brother, man. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be on this platform once again, and thank you to the gentlemen that are on here with us. We need to love Liberia. I would say in my GMB word, think Liberia and build Liberia. And however way we do it, in our own weak way, I think it's contributing towards something that we all can admire one day. So my participant would just encourage us to continue having this kind of dialogue, this kind of conversation, and let us be honest to it and be truthful, so that we can just keep talking about it, because we have a lot of problems in our country, and we love the country, and we are Liberians. So I just thank you for the time, and I will always be willing, anytime you call upon me, to chip in my 2 cents, and so on, man. So you guys have a good night, and it was a great time here.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Bros,
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.
Oh, you want me
Yeah,
to wait
thank you,
till
brother. No, brother Jabba, okay. Thank you for at least being a part of the show today. First of all, I want to apologize to our viewers that we are working on things to make the show regular. I know you guys miss us for a very long time, and we're trying to work out modalities where the show can be on during the week and not only on the weekend. My parting statement, AB, I want to say my prayers are with the president. I pray that God give him the strength and the mental fortitude to continue to carry this country forward like he's doing, and that everybody that working in the government will give their 100%, and those who are not functioning based on their contract that they sign with the government, the performance management contract that they sign, that they'll be doing X, Y, and Z to show productivity. If those people are not, if those people after 2 years, 6 months, they stay in the working stage, then the president need to see about how he can reshuffle those people. But overall, I want to say kudos to the government. I want to say thanks to the vice president. And maybe the next time we come on, I would like to throw light on what is happening in the Senate. The Senate is trying to hold the government hostage, and sorry that we couldn't discuss it, but that's something that I want to throw light on because I think they're going beyond their bounds to try to hoodwink the government with their attitude that they carry on now in the name of oversight. But all in all, it was a great show. I want to say thank you again for us being on here.
Thank you.
No say, it was around go talk. Why me see the man? Why do I go?
Sunday on the beat.
Me a music the boy.
Let me say thank you ever so much for tuning in. Let me say thank you to all of our followers, all of our viewers. Before I go, I would like to recognize few individuals here. Let me recognize Flomo Livingstone. Thank you ever so much. Francis Swain, thank you. Kappa Paka Damaro, thank you. Ojuku Blamo, thank you. Nathaniel B. Cheer, thank you. Marco Harris, thank you. Comfort Give Law, thank you. This is how we'll let to come to the very end of the Magnificent Albraka Talk Show here. See you when I see you.
So, woman.